For the Jaguars, I think the slow start that they've had has to be a little bit of humbling for them because this is a team they paid Trevor Lawrence all that money, and that's okay because you have this quarterback that has all the talent in the world. You want to keep him because there's not a guarantee you're going to find someone better than Trevor Lawrence. Could you find someone better? Sure. But right now, he's not putting up the best production, but he has the potential to be something a lot greater, and he was a very hyped up prospect coming out of Clemson. But the Jaguars refuse to go all in. There's not a amazing wide receiver on that team in terms of where they are in their careers right now. They brought in Gabe Davis, who he was good for sure with Buffalo, but he was very inconsistent. And overall, you haven't surrounded Trevor Lawrence with the best tools possible to succeed. Travis Etienne, at times, he can kind of be. His value on the game kind of depends on if he gets a touchdown or not. I had him in fantasy last year, I know. And fantasy isn't everything, right? Because you can kind of look at points, and that's not the same as a player's value. But for Travis Etienne, it kind of shows, he might not get a lot of yards. And so with that, he doesn't really alter the game unless he's able to put 6 on the board. So for the Jaguars, I think you just need to not settle for mediocrity. You need to go out and get some weapons for your quarterback who's supposed to be a generational prospect, and you just need to go all in on the Trevor Lawrence era, in my opinion. If you enjoyed this video, it would be great if you could find it in you to like, subscribe, maybe check out the full podcast on Spotify, follow us on there, follow us on Instagram. I know realistically this podcast isn't going to go anywhere ultimately, whether it's via the segments on YouTube or the entire podcast itself, but I want to get into the sports broadcasting business. I want to be able to promote thought-provoking discussions about the NBA, and I would love to do it via State of the Association. Thank you if you made it all the way through.